So this website is studyspanish.com, and let's look at the basics on what we need to do. So it looks like we need to speak out loud, right? So basically, in order to practice, we have to speak out louder than you would otherwise speak in terms of a conversation, right? You probably have to like enunciate the words and speak loudly. And the second thing is Spanish vowels. So the first 5 lessons cover the vowels. In Spanish, the vowels have only one sound each. That's one reason that Spanish words are spelled exactly how they sound, which is a good thing to know, right? Because so if you know that, if you know how it is spelled, basically you can pronounce it the way it is spelled, um, which is quite interesting. All right, coming to the third point here, says don't stress out over the RR. Okay, so well, it says that you may be familiar with the trilled R as represented by the RR character. Many English speakers find this sound difficult to reproduce. If you're one of those people, don't worry about it. Eventually, you'll probably get it. But even if you don't, you can still sound good. Don't You'll just have a bit of an exotic foreign accent. So it looks like we need to spend some time on this, and coming to the last point, it says that if you're serious or if your goal is to speak Spanish conversationally, what you really need is a complete step-by-step conversation course. But I think that is something which we need to probably look at later, because now it's more about um, getting to the vocabulary, the basics, right? So that yeah, so that is something which we can like focus on later, right? And again, I'm learning with just like with you guys, so uh, so we will probably do it later. All right, so now let's go into the pronunciation, and we have the letter A. So this is an oral exercise, and so let's see how do we do this. So you'd have to like click or play the button, right? And so they would probably show us a list of words, and then we like pronounce it. I'll try pronouncing it. And so let's try to do like a list of maybe 3 to 4 words and see how they're pronounced, right? So the first one is nada, which means nothing. And so the A is pronounced just as the A in father, right? So nada, which means nothing. Nada, nada. I guess we have to keep repeating and just, and just focus on that. So let's move on to the next one. The next one is cama, which means bed. Cama. Cama means bed. And again, we are going through this together. So when you have time, go back to the same website and play the audio, right? There is audio, so you can listen to how it is pronounced. All right, the link is in the description, and you should be able to get there. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next one. In this one, H is silenced, so it is hasta. So H, we don't pronounce the H, so it is hasta, until. And the last one is papa, which means potato. Papa. Again, you can listen to the pronunciation. Again, you don't have to go by what I say, because I'm just like you, learning. But so you can go back to the link and see. So we have covered 4 words here. We have nada, which means nothing, right? And then we have cama, which means bed, hasta, which means until, papa, which means potato, right? So it helps us in 2 ways. It not only gives you the way to pronounce it, but it also gives you the words or the meaning of words which are commonly used in the Spanish language. I mean, day to day, right? Uh, so we have papa, hasta, cama, right? So just keep on, listening to these videos. I'll be doing the same, going back, listening to the pronunciation. So until next time, guys.